Just for both of you guys, can you explain that locker room right now, what the mood's like?
A lot of excitement, but we're just happy that we compete. Every day we're showing that we can compete at the highest level. Conference is what we work hard every day for. The summers for, all our practices for. So it's just good to compete. When it results in a win against a good team, then it's exciting.
I think everyone's just happy because we're all having fun out there. Everyone's just coming together as a team, and it really shows that anybody on any given day can step up and give what we need to get the win in the end.
Isaac, can you talk about finally finding your shot after struggling the last couple of games, then you find it late in the second half, and then obviously in overtime you make a few kind of step-back jumpers and a few kind of improbable shots there?
Yeah, everyone, a lot of people say I'm in a slump, but I don't really believe in a slump. I work hard every single day, get in the gym, 2 hours before games, 2 hours before practice, try to get, as many shots up. And, I got a great supporting staff. My coaches really believe in me. So it's just a matter of time when shots fall. We just got to focus on defending, rebounding, doing the right things, and shots will fall.
What were your teammates and coaches telling both you and CJ after Thursday's game? Both of you guys kind of struggled a little bit. Were they kind of telling you to keep shooting and eventually it'll wear off? Maybe?
Yeah, he just wanted to stress that he believes in us first, and then we went over some film, just watched shot selection and how we can get greedy for good shots. Take the tougher shots later in the clock, later in the game when we need it, and it'll raise our percentage. If we take better or work tougher shots later, and better shots earlier. So.
And Ryan, can you talk about the lineup that kind of closed the gap? It was, I believe, you two, and then Tony and Jeff, and I think Noah in there.
Yeah, I just came in just trying to give a lot of effort to the team. We were down for a little bit, and I just wanted to try to change the momentum of the game. And I saw the lane, and I took it, and I'm just happy that I got the opportunity and help my team out win today.
Now, Ryan, for you, you had quite a spark coming off the bench. Only 4 points on the night, but still the crowd definitely seemed to enjoy your presence as the game proceeded. Tell me, how did that really feel with such a thrilling win in overtime?
Well, I watched a couple of games last year, and they didn't have a big crowd support, and just to see how many people came out tonight and support us is just incredible. And I think we could have one of the loudest gyms here. Just based off watching the football, I think we get all our students back. It's gonna be real fun to play in this gym.
Now, with you and Noah and Tony really providing that spark off the bench, like I'd mentioned before, do you see this as really a learning point for you guys in preceding years at Wazoo?
Yeah, I think every step we take along the way, it's always going to be a learning point. We just got to continue to get better. We got to focus on the next game now. Coming up, we're going on the road. We just got to take each game as it comes.
So Isaac, on the crucial play when you guys were down 62-65, looking to tie it up and force overtime. So you kind of drove in, looked like maybe you're going to try the layup, and then you passed to CJ, and he made the 3-point shot. Was that something you guys had planned out ahead of time? Like, was that you're going to fake them out, or did you kind of improvise that? Or
Yeah. Well, Coach drew up. Coach got some gem. He really got some stuff stashed in his head somewhere. Whatever. But he drew up a nice play for us, and I just wanted to get eyes on the rim. Get the focus on me trying to go to the basket and take it off CJ, and we had a flare screen for him to the corner. And, I got those guys up in the air, dished out to him. CJ's a big-time player. You guys already know that. So just having faith,
All right.
UCLA definitely had quite a physical presence on both ends of the court, really on the court and off the court, with just a loud presence overall. Does this kind of remind you back with the New Mexico State game with that kind of presence of such an energetic team?
Well, we know that the Pac-12, every single team is going to be long and athletic. We're probably the least athletic team, long and athletic team out of all the teams. But, it has similarities. They had some big guys, but UCLA, they're big all around the board. So, Pac-12 is like that. There's a lot of teams like that. So we just got to, it's good for us to get games like this, USC, UCLA, to prepare us really for what's to come.
Now, after such a thrilling win, obviously the emotions are very high right now. Are there any main takeaways you can take to improve for further games as well as praise?
Yeah, there's always stuff you can take. We're going to go back like we do every time, just watch film, take the good things and build on it, and take the bad things and correct them. So that's what we do every game. But as far as the competing standpoint, that's what we want to make our pride. That's where our pride comes from, is competing hard every game, defending and rebounding.
Ryan, you obviously grew up in Australia. Were you pretty aware of UCLA basketball growing up, and how kind of historic of a program that was, and John Wooden and everything they've done the last 2-3 decades?
Yeah, I've been watching my whole life. It's really an honor to be able to play against UCLA. I didn't really think I was going to get to this point at all, and I'm just lucky to be where I am today with all these good teammates I have.
And Isaac, can you talk about the block you had? I believe your guy kind of got past you, and then you kind of hammered it down, and then obviously I think you guys scored in transition there.
Yeah, that was just a play. I actually got to play against Jules Bernard in high school, and I was playing with CJ. Me and CJ were on the same AAU team, so we kind of got a little revenge match. So I knew where his release was coming from and everything, and I just wanted to get back into the play. Make a play for us.
How good was Noah Williams on defense the last 5 minutes of regulation? Then
he's been big for us. His defensive potential for him is, it could be the top in the Pac-12. I could see him as a defensive player of the year one day. But he's been big for us. Stepping up, just being locked in every game, and that's all you can ask from a freshman. Coming in, just to be locked in and compete hard every game. So his length and quickness and athleticism is just it's out the roof.